It says woe to those who deal in fraud.
That's it. And whether Daud bin Beg, what your translation says?
Oh, وَيْلُ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ.
Yeah,
It says woe to those that deal in fraud.
who deal in fraud.
Who deal in fraud?
Not a good translation.
But then it is in the Luga, after the word لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ, it should be la. Do we see la there in the? Yes, la is there in the Luga. And la means that it's a continuation. So the object of mutaffifin is the following ayah, which gives the explanation. Do you see? La waylu lil mutaffifin. La waylu lil mutaffifin alladhina idha
That is, it
You see?
defines.
La, it is the object of mutaffifin, the following
Not
ayah.
the object, but
With the definition.
It is the definition.
Right.
It defines.
Hey,
Who are mutaffifin?
enough.
So mutaffifin,
Enough.
here the word mutaff. So
It's the nominal phrase.
So taffafa means to give less. You do not give any person what is due to him, but you play a fraud to show as if you are giving him full, but really you are not giving him full.
So it's like you playing a trick.
Huh?
It's like, those to those who basically play a trick. Then
Yeah.
Allah later on
To playing a trick.
explain that trick
Yeah.
what it is. Who when they
You
take by
play
making-
a mutaffifin are those who play a trick to show that you are giving the person with whom you are dealing, you are giving him his or her full due. So you play a trick, but usually do not give him, and you lie. So, brother Daud bin Bek is right. Ayah number 2 explains it. Al-lazin izaktalu. Izaktalu means measurement. For example, you are giving someone some textile, some cloth or something, and you show that it is 10 yards. But really it's not 10 yards, it is little less than 10 yards. And you do it in such a tricky way that you are deceiving it. Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, the third ayah by extension makes that statement. Because it describes those. It describes the people who do the tafa.
Yeah.
And it says, الذين إذا اكتلوا على الناس يستوفون وإذا كالوا هم أو زنوهم يخسرون. يخسرون. هنا.
Okay.
When they have their hands are full, but when they give it to you, their hands are half full. But they exact to have their hands full when you give to them.
Yeah, that's it.
These uneven-headed people.
إذا اكتالوا على الناس يستوفون. When it is their turn to receive something, then they will take their full. In having their rights, they are very small. They will have it full. Suppose you have to make a payment, they will have the full payment.
And so
they will try their best. Nothing is reduced. They got their full right.
This
Okay.
first word wailu. Can you expound on the word wailu?
Yeah, well, we studied well so many times. Well means that those persons are destroyed. Those persons are lost. They are ruined. It could be like a curse, or okay.
I heard that one
Allah
explanation of wailu was that
We have a question.
Yeah.
Question from Brother Mushtaba. Who cheat?
Hmm?
Who cheat?
Yeah, cheat, yeah, fine. It's cheating by the way of giving less. Okay?
Yes. That's what I heard. One definition of this word welu. Some of the
So they try that they should not be cheated and they take their full due.
right.
And when it comes to giving others their right, then they do not give others their full right. They give little less.
I was explaining the word welu. It meant some of the scholars the hottest flame in hell.
What is it?
The hottest flame in hell. Welu, welu.
Where?
Jahannam. One of
The
the
hottest flame in hell. Welu.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
That's by
But
extension.
well is used in the Arabic language for cursing. Okay? So I don't know from where they got it, maybe from some hadith or something. So, but that's not really the literal meaning of well.
Okay. I know.
Okay? So, وَيْلٌ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ, that is those persons who play a trick to give the people less than their right. They take away some of their right, playing a game, so they are ruined. Because these are the people that in receiving their right, they are very smart. Ayah number 2 says that when it is time to receive their right, suppose you are measuring something, suppose you are giving milk, and you are measuring the milk through some mug or some other measuring thing. So when it comes to your time to receive something, you take your full.
full measure.
When it is time to give another person
Get it.
his or her due, then you give less. This
And that's mutaffifin.
وَإِذَا كَالُوهُمْ أَوْ وَزَنُوهُمْ, when they are giving someone else by way of measurement or by way of weighing. Kaluhum, that is by way of measurement, and wazanuhum by way of weighing. So sometimes you use a weighing machine and sometimes you use some measuring device. Okay? So yukhsirun means they give less. So you do not give others their full right. So this is what we have been doing with women. Okay, and today, or sometimes women can do with men too. So anyway, when it is chance to giving others their right, you do not give them their right. And when it's chance to receive, then you receive full. So this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hates it very much. This is really the essence of religion. The essence of religion is that you have the same measuring device, the same measurement, the same weighing for when it is time to receive something or give something. You should not expect others to do what you do not do to them. Okay, clear, brother?
Double,
This is the fafa.
double standard.
Yeah, a double standard I use the word. وَإِذَا كَالُوهُمْ أَوْ وَزَنُوهُمْ يُخْسِرُونَ. Number 3. Okay? What does ayah number 4 says? Okay, read ayah number 4 in your own heart. يَظُنُّ. Apparently يَظُنُّ means just to think or to guess, do they not think. But here really it is used for surety. Do they not know? Do they not think? Do they not consider? Allah yazunnu ulaika annahum mab'usun. Mab'usun, they will not be raised. On the day of judgment, now you die, but on the day of judgment, you are given life again. Okay? Allah yazunnu ulaika annahum mab'usun. So on that day, what happens? Mab'usun.
Yusuf Ali doesn't even translate.
So mab'us means, mab'usun
He
means?
doesn't even translate the
What he says?
Mab'uthun. He doesn't even translate.
Huh?
He doesn't even translate. Mab'uthun. He doesn't even translate it here.
What he does here?
He says, do they not think that they will be called to account?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't even translate it.
Well, I think like I
Yeah,
agree,
it's
but
too
it's
bad,
like
it's too bad.
it could have been translated better, but we would understand it. But probably a non-Muslim who pick up the Quran may have a difficulty understanding. Because when they not think they would be called to account, we automatically think about the day of Qiyamah. So we will
No,
understand.
no. This is dishonesty. This again is
Dishonesty?
dishonesty. This again a mistake. You should not do like this.
Oh, okay.
He's changing the word. He's changing the meaning of the word. You're not supposed to do it.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
even
agree.
translate.
Okay, he's like, thank you, brother, thank you. So this is a serious brother Abu Bakr, brother Daud bin Bak is pointing this mistake. Is in Yusuf Ali?
Yes, this is Yusuf Ali.
So Yusuf Ali does not have this
doesn't.
kind of mistake, but it has it here.
He doesn't even translate it.
Mab'usun.
So how
Liyamin Azim.
would you translate the mabuthun?
Raised.
Raised.
They will be raised. Mabusun, they will become living again. Bas means you send someone somewhere on a mission. So that is Ba'asa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent us the prophet. So Ba'asa is used for that. And they will be raised. They will be given life again. So that's for Ba'asa. So do they not think or do they not consider that they are going to be raised? That is, after death, Allah will give them life again. Allah make them live again. Thank you, brother, for this is what I want everyone to do. Okay? Annahum mab'usun liyawmin azim. They will be raised for a great day. So they will attain life for a great day. What day is it? The day of judgment. Here it is there. So how he translates number 5?
On a mighty day.
This brother.
On a mighty
How
day.
he translates number 4,
He
how he
translates
translates 5.
number 5. He translates on a mighty day. Liyawmin azim.
Azim. And number 4,
And number 4, he translates, do they not think that they will be called to account?
yeah.
Which is
Okay,
really
okay.
terribly wrong.
Yawma yaqumun nasu li rabbil alamin. Li yawmin azim. So what is this great day? This great day is the day when people will stand. Yawma yaqumun nas. This is the day when the people will stand. Li rabbil alamin. They will stand before the Lord of all human beings. Rabbil alamin means all human beings. Apparently it means all the words. The Allah who is the Lord of all human beings, even jinn and all, maybe even angels, all. So Allah is the Lord of all the words. Literal translation is all the words. Okay? So number 6. So this double standard in your behavior is due to, according to Quran, is this double standard is due to irreligiosity, is due to your irreligious behavior, is due to the reason that you do not see yourself accountable to Allah. That you do not know that on the day of judgment. Because Allah said, it clearly shows when you want the full right for yourself, it clearly shows that you think that everyone has a right. So if you have a right, the other also has a right. If you are having a full right, why not you give the other the full right? Okay? So being servant upon Allah means all human beings are equal and all of us are answerable to Allah for doing our duty to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this duty to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it includes that we will pay fully for all our dues to human beings. We will be honest. When we work for someone and want the salary, then we want the full salary. And the same should happen when it's time to give others, then we give them their full due. So this goes from ayah number 1 to 6. Clear? Is there any question or anything, any problem from
Yeah.
1 to 6?
I just have a question.
Yeah, Brother Khalifa has a question from 1 to 6, am I right?
Yes, it's the last word in ayat 6. Al-Alameen.
Al-Alameen.
Yeah, Is it Alameen? Is it a derivative of ilm? Is it
The
not?
singular is alam
Yes, right.
and plural is alameen.
Okay,
Alameen, alamun.
right.
Alam means world
Mm-hmm.
and alamun words
Mm-hmm.
and alameen. So alameen is because it is objective case or possessive case. Le Rabbil Alameen, the Lord of all the worlds. ألا يظن أولئك أنهم مبعوثون ليوم عظيم يوم يقوم الناس لرب العالمين. So that day is a great day because the people will stand before Allah to answer for their deeds. Here is the accountability really, but that's even also implicit. You stand before Allah to answer. Okay. So really I should have made the paragraph, number 6 here. Okay, now start another para. It goes like this. Kalla inna kitab al-fujjar lafi sijjin wa ma adraka ma sijjin kitabun marqum wailun yawma idhin lil mukazzibin alladhina yukazzibuna bi yawmiddin wa ma yukazzibu bihi illa kullu mu'tadin asim idha tutla alayhi ayatuna qala asatirul awwalin kalla barrana ala qulubihim ma kanu yaksibun. كلا إنهم عن ربهم لمحجوبون ثم إنهم لصالو الجحيم ثم يقال هذا الذي هذا الذي كنتم به تكذبون. So what is this number? 17. So let us make this like the second paragraph. So second paragraph goes from ayah number, this is tentative, so you can say no, not here, make paragraph. So the second paragraph goes from 7 up to 17. 7 up to 17. So 7 up to 17 deals with whom? With Mutaffifin. So Mutaffifin are the people who are Fujjar. Fujjar means criminals. Okay, so from 7 to 17 give the details of Mutaffifin because Mutaffifin belongs to the class of the category of Fujjar. So Fujjar means Fujjar is the plural of Fajir. Fajir means a person who is openly a criminal. Everyone can see yes, he's a criminal person. There's no doubt in his being criminal. He acts criminally in such a repeated manner, it's very clear that he's a criminal. And Mutaffifin are those, for example, really. So Mutaffifin belongs to the class of criminals. Fujjar. Kitab al-Fujjar lafi sijjin. What does it mean? This brother, what is kitab?
Book.
Kitab means book, good. And Kitab al-Fujjar, the book of the criminals, it belongs where? To the prison. Okay? So prison or Sijjin is the name of I think now it has become very thin. But it's like computer, okay? You go here to the computer, so we have got folders. So two folders. One folder has the files of the book of action of bad people. Another folder has the books of action, or the book means written details. Written records. Book means written record. So there is written records or files of the criminals. So this is a folder in the computer, in Allah's computer on Day of Judgment. It is a folder there. So everyone you can click and then you can see all these naughty people or criminal people, all these things. Kitab al-Fujjar. Kitab al-Fujjar means the books of the action or the records of the criminal people. Where it is, the name of this folder is Sijjin. So what is Sijjin? Prison. It's a name. You just say you can give any name to any folder. Okay?
Yes.
Because the other folder is, what is the other folder? Illiyun. That is high class people, excellent people. That's the thing. Okay? So then it's very interesting. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said maybe the people become confused. What is Sijjin? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, do you know Sijjin? Sijjin does not mean prison where people will be there. No, Sijjin is a folder in which there will be various files. Big folder, so many megabytes, like things. And this is so many of people, billions of people, maybe thousands of people, their actions are written. Lafi Sijjin. Wama adraka ma Sijjin. And do you know what is Sijjin? What is prison? Kitabum markhum. A written book. So kitab already means something written. So markhum means it will be documented. A documented. So all the actions are documented in the form of a written document. So written and document, a document is always written, but in order to emphasize it, the word is written. So all the actions of bad people will be in Sijjin. That is a folder whose name is Sijjin, prison. It's just a folder. Okay? But it has all the ugly deeds, all the things, people who rape, people who kill, people who, do all these kinds of foolish things, all the people who Mutaffifin. So Mutaffifin really are, Mutaffifin is the representative of this. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala picked up Mutaffifin. You do not want others to do this to you, but you do to others the same thing. You do to others the same thing which you do not want others to do to you. Yes, brother? What is your name?
Jamil.
So brother Jamil is asking a question. What is that?
I don't have no question. I just get like a little statement. Like how some Westerns or some people believe in Santa Claus. How they believe he write down the good kids.
Santa Claus, huh?
Write down the good, bad,
that's...
good on the good list and the naughty list.
No, that's really...
I was just giving an example.
This is what the angels do.
No.
So Santa Clara is an angel. So Santa Clara is the Christians, you may differ with them, but the concept of Santa Clara, I think, is that of an angel.
You mean Santa Claus?
No.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yeah. I'm
We
sorry.
don't believe in Santa Claus, but I'm just saying, Santa Claus, you write down supposedly the bad kids and the
Thank you,
good
brother.
kids.
Thank you for correcting me.
But another matter that I
I
would
don't
like
nobody
to,
get confused.
Yeah.
another matter I would like to bring to attention is that in the 7th ayah, he says that it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that that it is the record is preserved in Sijjin.
Yeah.
But then he says this is the metaphysical implication of the Sijjin. Then he says in the 14th ayah, Kalla bal rana ala قلوبهم ما كانوا يكسبون. Is the Sijjin someplace within the consciousness that is full of regret and malfeasance for the evil that someone has done?
But this would have made sense if this was not defined. Because the definition said, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا سِجِّينَ كِتَابٌ مَرْقُومٌ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself defined that take it easy, it is just a name.
But he says that there is a register, Kitabum Marqum.
Yeah, and we are coming to there. We are coming to that point.
Okay.
We are coming, inshallah, to
We'll
that
be sure
point.
with that.
Okay. Okay. So ayah number 10. Okay. Walu yawmaizin lil mukazzibin. Walu yawmaizin lil mukazzibin. Again the well has come. Okay, brother? Brother Khalifa,
He is doing online.
the
for
word
right now.
well is used here in number 10.
Like,
Okay.
40-45 minutes.
Yes. Used again. Yes. Well.
So ayah number 10.
Yes.
Vailu yawmaizin lil mukazzibin. So what is the point which ayah number 10 makes?
Yeah, somebody's in trouble.
Hmm?
That somebody's going to be in trouble.
Who is somebody?
The sinners. Those who are caught up in the Sijin.
No.
Because he-
Number 10 does not discuss. Number 10 does not discuss Sijin.
Well, the Fajar, Fajar,
Huh?
the Fajar are the ones who are sinners.
Brother, number 10. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm looking at woe that day to those that deny. Those who are in denial.
And that's wrong translation. Deny is a wrong translation. You are making one mistake, but your translation is making another mistake.
Okay.
So well means woe to, or well means ruined. Those people are ruined. Yawmaizin, what does Yawmaizin means? What does Yawmaizin means?
on that day.
On that day. That on that day, those people are ruined. Which people are ruined on that day? Who's ruined on that day? Ayah number 10. Don't go outside.
Mutaffifin will be
No mutaffifin here.
We'll get
Those
these.
Number 10. Don't go out
those
of
who
mukazzibin.
Look at the bin.
yeah mukadibin, those
Who are mukazzibin?
the ones who put off the day of judgment, the ones who don't,
No, that's wrong. That's wrong translation.
because it says
Who is
deny.
mukazzibin?
Those who
Who are mukazzibin? Brother Khalifa, who are mukazzibin? Brother, we have to be present minded.
Mukadhabin means liars.
No, that's a totally wrong translation.
Mukadhab.
Yeah, if you
Those-
say that mukazzibin are liars, it's a totally wrong translation. Brother, you have to be present minded, okay? And you have to be very smart. You have to study at home, and when you are here, then you have to be very smart. So, kazzaba means saying to someone that you are lying. Kazzaba does not mean lying. You say someone, you blame someone that you are lying. And mukazzib means the person who says to this lie.
Like the Anbiya, like when they say that you're lying.
Hold. So ayah number 10 is dealing with those persons. Okay, what is there from ayah number 1 to ayah number 9? There is something from 1 to ayah number 9. How many things are there? So many things are there. Okay? And who is discussing it? We are discussing it. Okay? 1 to 9. And some persons are sitting over here. They say all these 9 things are lying. I reject it. Lie. It is all lie. Nozbillah. Say to the Quran that it is all lie. That is the kashif.
ठीक है आप कंटिन्यू करें आप कंटिन्यू करें
हाँ वो चल जाइएगा क्या क्या चाहिए कि मैं आ रहा हूँ ओके
मैं आ रहा हूँ इस घंटे के लिए
तो you understand brother तो mukazzib means the person who says so that who says to another person who says concerning the book any book who says a person who says concerning the Quran it is all lie. The person who says concerning the Prophet that it is all lie. Or about anything.
Anything that is true.
But here it is no. Just saying maybe you say we say to kufr that it is all lie. Okay? Maybe Saddam Hussein says something. Maybe any person says something. Okay? Maybe any person in America or Africa or Europe says something. Maybe some person, some Mu'min kafir, anyone says something and you say it is all lie. Then you are doing tarjih. Saying concerning someone that it is all lie. भाई नीचे जाके देखिए और देखिए पहले यहाँ देख लीजिए
यहाँ तो नीचे ही आप कर लेते हैं
हाँ इधर ही है Okay, so value yawmaizin lil mukazzibin. Okay, so the thing is this, that ayah number 1 to 6 put this idea that mutaffifin are criminals, and these criminals are ruined, and it put the idea that on the day of judgment there will be a folder, all the actions of the people will be put together, and there will be one big file, one big folder, which will have all the bad deeds of different persons. Every person's file is there, okay? So bad deed of this criminal, bad deed of this criminal, bad deed of this criminal. Okay? So this is the idea which who put, the Quran put it here. And some people came, what they said, it's a lie. So the Quran here puts the thing that now you are saying it is a lie, but on the day of judgment you will be in bad shape. So this is the thing in ayah number 10. Okay? So you can say maybe mutaffifin themselves are lying, maybe mutaffifin themselves are doing the takzeeb, that's another story. But number 10 is saying about all the persons who are saying to the Quran, to the Prophet, to this truth, that this is a lie, who are rejecting it. So what is the difference between kufr and takzeeb? So in my green book, how many have you read this thing? Did you read this thing? The difference between kufr and takzeeb. Kufr. So I'm very sorry to say that all these English translations, including, he says deny, eh?
Yusuf Ali, yes.
What is it, denies?
He says denied.
So I'm very, very sorry to say that even Yusuf Ali is really one of the best translations. Minimum number of the mistakes by Yusuf Ali. But even Yusuf Ali does not differentiate between whom? Between two persons. Kafir and mukazzib. Kafir means one who denies. And takzeeb means one does not only deny, goes further, says you are lying. Okay? So takzeeb is more than kufr. Mukazzib is more than kafir. Kafir is the person who says, I don't believe in it. I reject it. And who is mukazzib? Mukazzib says, you are lying. Nauzubillah. He does not only say that I do not believe, I reject, I disagree. But he says, you are a liar. Nauzubillah, nauzubillah. To whom? To Quran, to the Prophet, to this, to Allah. Nauzubillah, 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 nauzubillah. Okay? This kind. So, وَيْلٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ لِلْمُكَذِّبِينَ. And then, this surah is a strange surah. Which surah? Surah Al-Mutaffifin. It explains everything. It explains Sijjeen, it explains Mutaffifin, and now it is explaining Mukazzibin. Okay. You see 11. See 11.
11.
Don't see at my face. See there at 11. Okay? Okay. Please forgive me. Okay? Alladhina yukazzibuna biyawmiddin. So this fully explains the meaning of takzeeb. Okay? So, who are the mukazzibin? Mukazzibin are the persons who say concerning the day of judgment, it is all lie. What is Yawmuddin? The day of deen. Deen means reward and punishment. When there will be tit for tat, criminals will have their punishment and good people have their reward. So that is Yawmuddin. وَمَا يُكَذِّبُ بِهِ إِلَّا كُلُّ مُعْتَدٍ. وَمَا يُكَذِّبُ بِهِ. So, who is included in Mu'tadin Asim? Mutaffifin will be included in it. So, what are Mutaffifin? Mutaffifin is a representative of the class of Fujjar, or is a representative of Mu'tadin. Mu'tadin means transgressor. Asim means sinful. So, every sinful person, they will be there. So these are the people. Good people will never say to the day of judgment that it's lie. Only evildoers will do it. Okay? So this is what it's saying. For example, who will say, Mutaffifin will say it is all lie. Virtuous people will not say that it's a lie, nauzubillah. No? Am I right? So that's so 30. It's 12. It's ayah number 12. Am I right, brother? So now come to ayah number 13. Yeah. So it further explains this. Now, but in ayah number 13, it explains what wording it uses. And it illustrates further 13 is إِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِ آيَاتُنَا, when our ayat are recited to him, then he says, these are the stories of the earlier people. Okay?
And thus the explanation that you gave of Mukadibin is illustrated in 13. And you notice how the Qur'an went through the progressions. It went from Mukadibin, Yukadibin. Did you see that?
Yeah,
It went through the progressions of
Yeah.
Kadhib.
Yeah.
You listen? And in this translation, he didn't even indicate the progressive use of the word.
Yeah. Okay. Okay? And إِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِ آيَاتُنَا قَالَ أَسَاطِيرُ الْأَوَّلِينَ. Okay? Then it goes deeper and it says, because who are these people? These are Mu'tadin Asim. These are transgressors and these are sinful people. Okay? And these are Fujjar. So it says, Rana bal Rana ala qulubihim ma kanu yaksibun. Okay? It does many functions. It does the, what do you call it, causal function. Why these people behave like this? Because they have been doing bad things, so their heart became rusted. Rana ala qulubihim ma kanu yaksibun. The evil deeds which you are doing, what kind of evil deeds they were doing? For example, they were doing the tafafa, playing games with others, not giving them right. When it is their chance, then they will have their full due, maybe even more. And when it's time to give the people, then they will give them less. And they will do it continuously. So what will happen? Then your heart will be rusted. Because your heart is rusted, therefore, when Quran is recited to you, you say, you not only reject it, you say, it's a lie. Nauzubillah. You are unable to see the truth of it, and then you see, إِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِ آيَاتُنَا قَالَ أَسَاطِيرُ الْأَوَّلِينَ. Okay? Kya time? Kitta time?
51.
Huh?
51.
51. So I'm very slow. Let me be fast now. Kalla barrana ala qulubihim ma kanu yaksibun. Kalla innahum an rabbihim yawma yajil lamahjubun. What is the greatest pleasure or greatest blessing on the day of judgment? Can anyone tell me? What is the greatest blessing of the day of judgment?
To see Allah Ta'ala.
Yeah. MashaAllah. What is your name, brother?
Abdullah.
Abdullah. So brother Abdullah has given the right answer. The greatest pleasure is that you are sitting face to face to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you see, and you're smiling, and you see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have the vision. That's called, okay? And what is the worst thing? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not look at you and turns away his face from you, and there is a curtain between you and Allah. Mahjubun, there is a hijab, a curtain. There is a curtain between you and Allah. So these people whose hearts are rusted because they were repeatedly committing crimes, repeatedly committing this tafafa, okay, or other crimes. So because of it, what will happen? Their hearts are rusted, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not even look at them. Why? Because when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down the Quran, then they said it's a lie. Nauzubillah. To the Quranic ayat, which open all the truth, they say it's all lie. Nauzubillah. Summa innahum sailun. So they will be kept away, secluded from Allah's from Allah. They will not see Allah, they will be curtained, they will be secluded, and then they will put into hell. And then ayah number 17. What is there in ayah number 17? Summa yuqalu hadha alladhi kuntum bihi tukazzibun. So this really, takzeeb is occurred so many times. It explains takzeeb like anything. This is the thing. You said it is lie, so it is here. You said concerning Jahannam and all these things, that it is a lie, it's here. So this was the second paragraph. And it finishes at ayah number 17. Now come to the third paragraph. Then let us see how far it goes. Kalla inna kitab al-abrari lafi illiyin. Abrar. So abrar is the reverse of it. Who are these people? They do not give others their due. You know, you are supposed to behave properly, you are supposed to return good for good, or all, you rather return evil. So these are the fujjar. And the reverse of that is abrar. Abrar, the people who are kind, who are nice, who try to help others, maybe who try to give more. You know, do you know that in the measurement and these things, the good businessmen, they always give little more. The good businessmen, they all try to give little more. You know, if they are measuring, they have yards, so they will give 1 inch more or half inch more. Okay, it's better to give 1 inch more rather than 1 inch less. So this thing. So these are called abrar. Inna kitab al-abrari rafi illiyin. Illiyin or illiyun. What this? Illiyun means high class people. So who is being discussed here? High class people? No, it's not high class people. It is a file. It is folder whose name is high class people. Okay, like a name of the word. That is yeah. These are got so many books in it, so many records in it. Maybe records of billions of people or so many people, and these are all good people. So the name of this folder is Illiyun, high class people. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا إِلِّيُّونَ كِتَابٌ مَرْقُومٌ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made this surah foolproof. Everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained. So he said, do you know what is Illiyun? Illiyun. So Illiyun is a record. It's a documented thing, written and a written document. يَشْهَدُهُ الْمُقَرَّبُونَ. Now I do not know the meaning of Yashaduhul Muqarrabun 21. Everyone sees in his book and then tell me what is Yashaduhul Muqarrabun.
The shadu comes from like a shadu.
You witness, you observe, you Muqarrabun. Muqarrabun means those who are Allah's very favorite people, who are very near Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So how do they translate, brother? How he does it?
Oh, Yusuf Ali translates.
Ayah number 31.
21. He translates, to which bear witness those nearest.
Nearest to Allah. Okay.
But to Allah is in parenthesis.
Okay.
And it
Yeah,
says here,
that's-
it says here angels, because they are like the.
Yeah, muqarrabun or anything. So this is the interpretation. Innal abrara rafi naim. So there, and so these people will be in blessings. Okay, they're all in blessings of Allah. Alal araik yanzurun. 23. Do you understand the meaning of this? Alal araik. They will be sitting on sofa, and they will be looking what?
Looking at all things,
At Allah.
Eh?
At
looking
Allah.
at everything. No?
At Allah.
You got lost, eh? Looking at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those people will be mahjubun, and these people will be looking at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alal araike yanzurun. Okay?
On
They will
high,
be
on
looking
high
at
thrones, right? High thrones? Ala, like above high thrones?
Allah means like I'm sitting on this sofa, so I'm Allah.
You're above it, right?
Yeah, sit on upon whatever. Alal araike yanzurun ta'arifu fi wujuhihim nadratan naim. So they will be very happy and smiling, and you can see their faces. their faces due to happiness and pleasure will be bright. تعرف في وجوههم نظرة النعيم يسقون من رحيق مختوم ختامه مسك وفي ذلك فليتنافس المتنافسون ومزاجه من تسنيم أين يشرب بها المقربون. Number 38. So it goes to 38.
Number 28.
So we explained these ayat. 28, है ना?
28.
So we explained these ayat very well. So, you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not give the detail. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says Allah goes to the top. You understand? Instead of giving all the details, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes the highest point. For example, what is the highest point in paradise? You see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing can be higher than that. Okay? And like this, and your faces will be bright. And then and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not discuss these various fruits or all these things. Oh, no. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discusses the best wine. That wine will be different from this wine, but this is the best wine, best quality, highest quality wine. Rahiq. You understand? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes the topmost thing. Rahiq. Makhtum means sealed. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discusses that, look, I cannot tell you what is inside, but just even outside thing is mushk. Even the seal is mushk. So you can't imagine, it's just, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes the highest point, okay? وَفِي ذَلِكَ فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ. And this is the thing in which you should compete. Finish. Okay? Oh, no, it goes on. وَمِزَاجُهُ مِن تَسْنِيمٍ. Something Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about it is temperament, is flavor. So first it described about the seal. The seal itself was such a fragrance, and then you opened it. And then you went inside, so that was, the flavor was that of tasneem, the best flavor. Okay? So there is a wine, then you add some flavor to it, so that's wonderful thing. أَيْنَ يَشْرَبُ بِهَا الْمُقَرَّبُونَ. So these are all muqarrabun. So these are not two different things. Ayah number 28 and ayah number 21. Ayah number 21 and number 28 deal with the same thing. So they do not have to be angels. They are just muqarrab. All the muqarrabs. But basically, these are the good people. So the criminals will not see it, obviously. The good people will see it. So happy, oh, mashallah. Oh, my brother did such good works, and my sister did good works, and my wife was also such a good woman, and my children have been doing all these good deeds. Okay? So you see your own good deeds, and you see the good deeds of your friends and your company. So muqarrabin, these are our people. So okay? So this is the point number 4. Am I 4 or 3? I don't know. Maybe 3 or whatever. 3. And then comes the last point. The 4. Paragraph number 4. Inna alladhina ajramu kanu min alladhina amanu yadhakun. So this is the concluding remark starting from 29 up to 36. And this is also very touching. You know, what was happening, when in this life, then the kuffar, then the mukazzibeen, then all these criminals, they were laughing and mocking at them. They said they are misguided. These Muslims are misguided. And they laughed at them and mocked, oh, look at this thing. And now on that day, the good people will be laughing and mocking at them. So this is the point in ayah number, starting with ayah number 28, ayah number 29 and going up to ayah number 36. Inna alladhina ajramu kanu min alladhina amanu yadhakun. Wa idha marru bihim yataghamazun. So you know yataghamazun? Yataghamazun means you say with your eyes, look this wretched man. He does not have clothes to wear, he does not, because many believers were very poor persons and they were rich people. So they used, no, look at this. With their eye they make this hint. وَإِذَا مَرُّوا بِهِمْ يَتَغَامَزُونَ وَيَنْقَلَبُوا إِلَىٰ أَهْلِهِمْ انْقَلَبُوا فَكِهِينَ. And then they go back to their people, and so they are rich people. Look, these people, these Muslims, these believers are wretched people. Did not know how to. They did not have any house to live. They did not have any good clothes to wear. They don't know how wretched they are. They see. وَإِذَا رَأَوْهُمْ قَالُوا إِنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ لَضَالُّونَ. These are misguided people. So in between, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings this comment on 33. Am I right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that you are saying to them that they are misguided. So did I appoint you upon them as a guard? Who are you to tell them they are misguided? Okay, this thing. So ayah number 33. इसको क्या कहते हैं? इसको कहते हैं उर्दू में जुमला मोतरज़ा. Jumla Mutaraza. Nusba, what is the English word for Jumla Mutaraza? No. What is that? So, क्या कहते हैं?
She didn't answer yet.
Jumla Mutaraza. You understand? You say something. जुमला मोतरज़ा को क्या कहते हैं भाई अंग्रेजी में? खैर anyway. وَإِذَا رَأَوْهُمْ قَالُوا إِنَّهُمْ ضَالُّونَ وَمَا أُرْسِلُوا عَلَيْهِمْ حَافِظِينَ فَالْيَوْمَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنَ الْكُفَّارِ يَضْحَكُونَ. Today the believers are laughing at them. عَلَى الْأَرَائِكِ يَنْظُرُونَ. So what is عَلَى الْأَرَائِكِ يَنْظُرُونَ? 33. You see this thing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is repeatedly bringing that they will be sitting with their friend, with their Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, looking at him, enjoying the meeting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So highest point, that's repeated twice. So highest point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not go to detail, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just picks up the highest, most beautiful way. Hal suwibal kuffaru ma kanu yafalun. So have they received what they were doing? So this is question. So the kuffar, so who are the kuffar? Initially the kuffar are mutaffifin, the people who were unjust, who were deceiving the persons, who always wanted their right but did not give the right, and then they reject. They said it's all right. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the believers they were saying that these are misguided people. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has fully rewarded them, fully given them their due. Suvveba. What they deserve, they got it. So perhaps I went more than how much? 6 minutes more?
Yes.
So I'm sorry to have taken more time, but is there. So if there is any question, then we can have a couple of minutes and you can quickly ask. Any question?
No, not yet.
Yes, brother. Brother.
I had a question. Ayah 27,
Okay.
where it say that wine will be mixed with tasneem, and you have in 28 a spring whereof drink those nearest to Allah. So is that tasneem like from a spring mix?
Yeah.
It's from a spring.
You know, the thing is this, that this wine is given in sealed bottles, okay? And then you add something to it, flavor, okay? As a flavor. And then that will be really like a spring. So you take something from the spring, maybe a few drops, and you add it over here, and then it becomes. In the case, I think that they had the bottles of wine, and then they have got some files, small files, and then they put it. You know this thing? Because obviously.
So that's what tasneem is I'm correct? If it say
Tasneem
that
is
wine will be
something.
mixed with
Tasneem
tasneem.
is the name.
That will be mixed.
Tasneem is the name of
Good job.
After something which is mixed.
That's all I was asking. Alhamdulillah.
Some tasneem is the name of another liquid which
Right.
is mixed into this to add the flavor.
Right. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah.
Okay? So, and any question?
No question.
So these are 4 paragraphs, and this really, it seems to me that this surah explains its points by going to the top, the highest point, lowest point, so that the things become clear in that way. This seems to be the best time. Yes, brother.
I do want to say it makes sense a lot, you know, cause how you saying like tasneem is something where it will be add to it, cause like you say, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say in the Quran that the cup is already sealed, you know, sealed.
The-
and if you get
the
tasneem,
bottle, whatever.
you have to inshallah add, you know, like you
Add it
like
into
you
it,
were
yeah.
saying. So you know, find out very.
Yeah. Because we are